Options, options, options. So many options. People often ask, what's the best camera? A question that I even ask myself every time I need to use one. For me, there are two camps of thought. A lot of people say the best camera is the one you always have on you. This is so lame. And there's also how a camera looks and how it makes you feel when you use it. Does it inspire you? Does it motivate you to pick it up and use it? Because despite the camera, you still need to learn how to use it. And in 2025, cameras are so good that it's not about specs, it's about motivation. So if you were to ask me what I think the best camera is, I guess I'm still working on that. So like I said back there, it's 2025 and cameras have gotten very good at this point. I mean, you have Apple shooting their keynotes and commercials with iPhones. You got people in Hollywood shooting movies with iPhones. And if they're not shooting with iPhones, they're shooting it with cameras like the FX3, my personal favorite camera, but still not the industry standard or the best cinema camera, or some people might not even refer to it as a proper cinema camera, but that's beside the point. The point is that cameras are really good and you're walking around with an incredible camera already in your pocket, i.e. your phone. So when I get asked the question of what the best camera is, it's a very hard question to answer, because what to me could be the best camera, maybe for you it's something different. But the bottom line is this: as a creative and somebody who just wants to make stuff, whether that's YouTube videos, pictures, creating client content, or whatever it is that I'm doing, I want to be motivated. I want to pick up a camera that excites me and that motivates me to go out there and shoot. You know, having all these cameras have all these specs and be as good as they are, it sort of levels out the playing field for all the cameras. It's no longer what's the best camera, but what's the camera that's gonna make you do the thing. And for me, that holds a lot of value. I mean, you have cameras like Fujifilm that are not only amazing cameras, but they also look really good. But you see, for me, I value immensely motivation. I mean, take this video, for example. I have and own, as you saw there, a bunch of equipment and a bunch of cameras. And somehow it was much easier for me to pick up this video that I'm shooting this with, which is the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, put it on a stick and just shoot, just get the content out. It's much of a no-brainer for me because I don't have to think what lens do I want to use, or like, you know, how much the background is out of focus and all these other things that usually just pump the brakes on production and pump the brakes on me wanting to actually do something. Because sometimes having less is more. Sometimes the less complicated the setup, the more you're willing to go out there and do what you have to do. Just go out there and just like create. And it doesn't have to have the best quality and it doesn't have to yield the best results. Just as long as you're exercising the muscle of creativity and doing things, that's what matters most. That's gonna get you further in life than having the best quality. Your skill set can grow to a point where your gear is no longer providing you with the things that you need in order to get certain ideas out. And that would be the perfect time for you to upgrade to something better. But if you're just starting off and you just want to get better at either making films or doing photographs, whether that's for your personal use or you want to gain more clients, the act of doing it holds more value than whatever piece of gear you might own. But to me, it only holds value if you want to use that specific piece of gear. If it makes your life easier, if you're just like looking at the dang thing, all of those are things that actually hold value when it comes to taking your gear out, putting it in a bag, and taking it with you everywhere you go. You're far more likely to use the gear that actually excites you than to own the best and most expensive gear but keep it locked up in a closet. So to me, the best gear might not be the one that you have always on you, but the one that excites you the most to get out there and do the damn thing. So I hope this video was entertaining, or that at least it motivated you to get out there and just use your gear. But let me know what your thoughts are on what the best camera is, and maybe we can talk about it in another video. Either way, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.